Friends, welcome to lecture number 18, Page Object Models and Page Factory Models in Selenium Webdriver in Java. In this lecture, we will learn what are the page object models and what are the page factory models. So let us start. I have already created sample models over here. So before we jump into the code, let me explain you what is the page object models. So in simple terms, page object models are nothing but we try to create the model the application, that is web application, in terms of objects. Like each page is considered as a class, and all the elements in that particular page, like edit boxes, drop downs, are considered as fields of that particular class. And then we can access those fields, or we can also create the methods that perform the operations on those fields in that particular page class, and then access them in from your test. So for example, I have created over here one class, that is test one. I am navigating to this particular URL, and you will notice that I have created the page one class and passed the WebDriver to that particular constructor. And then you will notice that I have accessed one method, set username, and passed the username to that particular method. So let us go to this page one and then see how we have designed that. So this is the actually homepage of that particular website, and over there this is the constructor which initializes this driver object, and there is one method. In that method I have used this normal find element method, and use that username pass to it to set the value. Similarly, there will be you can create the methods to access each field on that page. So that is how you create the page object model. So for each page in the application, you will be creating the separate page class for each page, and then you can access those page classes from this particular test. Just like how I have created the instance of this page one class, and then I have accessed these methods that are created in that particular class. So I'm just going to run this particular program. So in this particular website, you'll notice that there are so many web pages. Like any application has lots of pages like home, flights, hotels, car rentals. So what we do in page object models is that we create the classes for each page, and we create the methods in that particular class to set the perform the operations on the fields. For example, in this particular page class, we can have a method to set the username, set the password, click the button, etc. So it is starting the execution of this particular program, and it will set the username. So similarly, you can create these page classes for each page on your application, and then create the methods like this one. And that's how the page object models are created in Selenium WebDriver. Now next thing is page factory models. So what is the difference between page object models and page factory models? So if you go to this particular page class, you will notice that I have written this driver.find element by.name, all these things over there. So in page factory models, you don't need to write this particular syntax. There is a shortcut that they have created, wherein you can define these element locators at the top of the page, just like the fields of the class, and you can directly access it. So in the page 2, I have created the page factory model for the same page. So here you can notice that there is an extra line over there, page factory.init elements, and over there I have passed driver, and in the comma I have the second parameter is this, that is the instance of this particular class. So this method is required because what it does is that it is used to initialize the fields. Like this username is one web element, and we are finding that by name. So that is how we can specify the which element locator we are going to use. For example, here we are using name. Similarly, you can use, say, if you want to use XPath, you can do it like this, XPath. And over here you can give any XPath whatever you want. Username 1 or whatever. So that is how you can use XPath, and similarly you can use ID or whatever selector you want to use over there. And in your method, instead of that driver or find element, all that thing, you can directly access that web element and then perform the operation on that. So that is the difference between page object models and page factory. So only difference is that these web elements are declared at the top of the page, and rest of the theory or the concept remains the same. So that's all about the page object models and page factory models in Selenium WebDriver in Java. I hope you have enjoyed this lecture, and stay tuned for more lectures on the Selenium WebDriver. Thank you for watching.